Wake from your sleep, the drying of your
Justice.
tears.
It's a beautiful ideal. A shining star through the distant haze of corruption and villainy and filth. Filth. This city's full of it. And I'm the garbage man, ready to take out the trash. But to truly understand my story, we have to begin where it all began. The beginning.
Before your father hears us, before all hell breaks loose.
Hey, Danielle, are you free Friday night? Me and a couple of friends are going out bowling and...
Hey, dirtbag. Step away from the lady.
MANBAT, my greatest enemy. You face me at last.
Strawman, my greatest enemy. I must stop you from assaulting this poor woman, and I will resort to violence if necessary.
Huh? So you're just gonna beat me up for no reason?
Stop right there. You're using my argument's simplest form in order to weaken my credibility. But your powers of logical fallacy are of no use against me.
I'm sorry, man. You just wouldn't back off me. Okay, whatever, bro.
You won this time, Strawman, but your days are numbered.
Moose,
What did you want?
principal's office. Now.
Hey, Emily!
Kyle?
What are you doing in Keith's locker?
What do you want?
Hey, I was just asking a little question.
He said I could borrow his phone charger. What are you doing bothering me?
It's just, I wanted to do something nice for Keith. Seeing as the big game's coming up and he's the star quarterback, the boys and I just wanted to throw something together. Fun, surprising.
And what would this fun thing entail?
Well, we have a couple ideas.
Commissioner, I'm gonna be late for class.
Don't call me that. Listen, Bruce, this is the 4th time that you've been in my office this week. It's Tuesday.
Let's get to the point, Commissioner. I don't have one.
Do you even know why you're here?
I'm here because you summoned me.
No, look, Moose, you need to start taking things a little more seriously. Do these look like good grades to you? Do you really want to spend the rest of your life flipping burgers at McDonald's?
Why would I work at McDonald's? I already work in the kitchen of crime, flipping patties of justice with a savory special sauce of pain, which I serve to my customers, the fish scum of the earth.
Listen, you need to cut the charade. Like I've said, this is the 4th time that you've been in the office this week. You have tried and failed to fight 3 different people. Their parents are starting to get upset. Can you at least see why I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated? Listen, Moose, if this happens again, I'm going to have to expel you.
I hear you loud and clear, Commissioner.
Don't call me that.
You have a problem with villains wreaking havoc, and you want me to bring them to justice?
No,
I get it. You can't publicly involve me. So long, Commissioner. To the man.
Moose, you'd better stay out of that closet. And don't call me Commissioner.
The commissioner has commissioned me to hunt down the villains that continue to plague this city. They're up to something. I can smell it in the air. There's only a few that have managed to escape. Jacob, what is this word? What is it, Jacob?
Escape?
There's only a few that have managed to escape. Strawman continues to evade me, and Train hides behind his goons. But he's little more than a nuisance. I need to get to the one on top, pulling the strings. He's been a thorn in my side for years, but he remains hidden, obscured, like a clown in the circus. The trickster. I must head to the man cave to investigate further. But first I must go to class to keep up appearances. And to keep my secret identity safe.
Moose, you're late again.
Justice is never late.
As I was saying, before Moose so rudely interrupted us, Thomas here will be shadowing our class today. I believe he attends East. Anything special you do over there?
Just a mascot for the football team.
The team we're about to crush this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, settle down. Football isn't everything. Now you all should have finished Frankenstein by now, as we'll be starting your final projects today. But before we get into that, we'll have some class discussion. Would anyone like to share their thoughts?
I would like to share my thoughts.
Yes, Mr. Kane?
I believe the monster in Frankenstein was a villainous murderer. He was a cruel, evil beast that got what he deserved. He was a vicious murderer.
That's one way to look at it.
No, that's the only way to look at it. Justice is always black and white. There can't be no compromise.
Is he stupid?
Okay, anyone else? All right then, get in your groups and work out your projects. Moose, I understand you don't have a group, so...
I work it out.
Right. Remember class, this is a work period, so no phones.
Moose. Hey, we need some help on our project.
What use can I be to you?
Well, we need a monster. And you're kind of the ugliest one I can find.
Hey, give that back.
What the heck? Justice for Gotham? No wonder you don't have any friends.
I don't need friends. I have justice.
What does that even mean, dude?
Justice.
Ha! With throws like that, it's no wonder you don't start.
Shut up, Bob. You know we only run the ball anyways. The only reason I don't start is because Keith sucks up to every teacher and coach he knows.
I think you're just mad that he's the star and you're just a backup.
Shut up, Bob. I'll just beat you up too.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude said I'm done with you. I'm gonna break your jaw, you little rat.
What's all this about?
Keith, you're not in this class.
Listen, man, you should stay out of this.
I don't think I will.
Come on, Keith. Let's be reasonable here. I don't want to fight you.
I don't think you want to fight me either.
This isn't worth it.
You okay?
You have my gratitude.
Hey, don't mention it. Those guys give you any more trouble, just call me and I'll come a-running.
I'll keep that in. Strawman, my greatest enemy. I must go.
You go do that now.
good news. Trains arrived with the supplies.
Excellent. Now we just have one more little problem on our hands. One a little bit more obnoxious. MANBAT.
Train can take care of him. Besides, we should be celebrating. This is the second and final piece of the puzzle. Nobody can stop us now.
That Cryptarian of crime fighter has been a thorn in my side for years now.
Crypto what?
It means relating to or of bats.
I could never relate to a bat. They're so ugly.
Neither could I, but that's besides the point. If we want any shot at the DA, we're gonna have to take care of MANBAT first.
But we will take care of him, or Train will. Besides, we have to worry about this guy.
District Attorney Keith Richards, the white knight of the city. He thinks he's so special. He thinks the whole city adores him.
Everyone does adore him.
Not once we're done with him. Just a few more months and Keith Richard will fall. MANBAT will fall, and with all their heroes gone,
the city will fall.
Exactly.
The thing is, whatever the trickster is up to, we can't afford to have it come to fruition. The city is too close to falling apart already, and one push could send it over the edge.
Might not even need a push. Strong breeze would do the trick. Never seen so much chaos in the streets.
The people are restless, and they know how dire things are. As much as people like you or me try to fix it, there's just not a whole lot we can do.
Don't sell yourself short. You're the best district attorney that we've had in a long time.
It's not enough. For every lunatic I get convicted, 3 or 4 more pop up to take their place.
We're having the same problems. Just earlier today, a few of my officers got into a shootout with a homeless man with a meth-powered rocket launcher.
That doesn't sound pretty.
Thankfully, they were all able to escape without any significant losses, but a few came close. You get the idea. Times are grim.
We need something more. We need something just as crazy as they are. We need...
Me. You need me.
MANBAT.
So you're the mass vigilante that's been cleaning up the streets.
That's me.
It's an honor.
The honor's all mine. I see you're engaged in a game of mental stimulation. Which person would be trickster in this scenario?
I'd say the trickster is playing black.
Why?
Because he's winning.
Indeed he is. Enough small talk. We have a problem.
What's that?
Trickster's plan is almost complete.
It's not just him. Train is also involved. Here, we captured this just a few hours ago.
I can see that.
Who's Train?
Years ago, when I was just a detective, we got a call from a low-level street vendor. Man was terrified, couldn't string 2 words together. When we got there, we found cars flipped, buildings destroyed, and a man-shaped hole right in the wall, like someone had run through it.
Do you ever end up catching the guy?
Well, we followed his trail to a little shack just outside of city limits. Open it up and we find a little boy, passed out. He couldn't have been any older than 8 years or so. So we detain him, handcuff him.
You handcuffed an 8-year-old boy?
It's standard procedure. Not like it ended up helping much. About halfway through the ride, he wakes up and injects himself with some sort of serum that he had up his sleeve. His muscles swell up like watermelons. He rips the door right off the side of the car and runs off.
So that's Train.
He's come up a few times over the years. Always unstoppable. Always up to no good.
And now he's here.
Now he's here.
I'll try to track him down as soon as I can. But Keith, there's something you should know.
What?
Train is going to be targeting you, but specifically.
Me? Why me? If anything, they should be tracking you.
Oh, trust me, they will be. But you're the best of us, Keith. You know what everyone called you?
People call me a lot of things. It doesn't really mean anything.
They call you the White Knight. That's what you are to them. A symbol of hope. Every time you put one of the bad guys away, the darkness gets a little brighter.
That doesn't matter. I'm not on the streets. I can't do what you do.
But nobody, Keith, nobody can do what you do. That's why Train and Trickster want you gone.
Listen, this is all very well and good, but none of it matters if we can't figure out what he's up to.
Don't worry, Commissioner. I'm on it. And Keith, you missed something in your little game. Checkmate. The man cave, stocked with deadly weapons, priceless relics, and of course, the man scooter of justice. This is my own private citadel, my fortress, my castle, the one place I'm truly safe. Okay, let's start with what we know. This is a puzzle, a complex puzzle, a puzzle with many pieces. I estimate at least 3 pieces. Luckily, I have a clue. If I can take down Train, I can take down this whole operation. Train is bending at a 37-degree angle to north, but the computer's at a 35-degree angle. The perspective is off. Make computer! Calculate the proper adjustment factor!
The adjustment factor is exactly 1.44 times pi.
Excellent. If I start drawing a series of intersecting lines, and I adjust the angles to the correct scale, then I'll hold the biggest angle, points right back to Train. Make computer! Compile me a list of locations and cross-reference them with all known villainous activity.
Loading. Please hold.
Ah, MANBAT. Our boss have been looking for you.
Quiet, we're trying to surprise him. Impossible. A gang of goons, my worst enemies. How did you locate my lair?
It's quite easy. You're not as protected as you think.
If you tell me what Trickster's up to, you'll escape with a few intact bones.
I don't think I can do that. You know, something big's gonna happen, and if you want to be around to see it, you're gonna have to stop
Enough talk! Let's fight.
MANBAT, you probably shouldn't chew gum during a fight.
Go on this scumbag!
Hey, MANBAT, what's this?
Stay away from my equipment!
How about I put a hole in it?
How about I put a hole in you? What are you planning?
I'll never tell you.
Why are Trickster and Train conspiring?
It'll be your worst nightmare.
Tell me!
Anarchy. Brothers fighting brothers. It'll be...
He's falling unconscious. Interesting. This may be a clue. Maybe I can...
Location pinpointed. Location pinpointed. Location pinpointed. Location pinpointed.
Train. Maybe time for a confrontation.
Train?
Trickster.
I understand you've had a bit of a failure.
I did not fail. Your men, your incompetent little goons are the ones that...
Oh, be quiet. The only incompetence is your ability to be a villain. You failed whether you liked it or not. And now the MANBAT is on his way here right now with full intentions of beating you to smithereens and figuring out exactly what we're trying to do here. And we can't be having that now, can we?
Of course not.
No, of course not. Or everything we've built will all go tumbling down. And if that happens, Train, if that happens, you know exactly what I'll do to you, don't you? So you'll deal with our little bat problem, yes?
He won't know what hit him.
Yes, he better not.
Greatest enemy, MANBAT. My greatest enemy. You thought I'd never find you, Dre. But justice sees all.
I thought justice was blind, but surely she has never set her eyes upon me.
Now she will set her fist upon you. Never! You fight well, Dre. You'll never defeat justice.
Give me that MANBAT. Never! I'll finish you quickly. You're weak! Pathetic! You'll never amount to anything. You'll never beat the trickster. You can save no one! Give it up! While you still can!
All right, class. I hope we have all finished Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, since today is, of course, our discussion. So, would anyone like to share their thoughts? Yes, Moose?
I think the way the author portrays the two fighting sides of a person's inner psyche is done brilliantly. Although Mr. Hyde is always shown to be the evil and powerful one, it is entirely possible Hyde doesn't exist and is just Dr. Jekyll's excuse for his actions and his true self.
That's a really good analysis, Moose. Would anyone else like to share?
Moose!
Yeah, you said you wanted to see me?
How have you been?
Fine. I've been fine.
Are you going to be watching the big state championship this weekend?
I guess I might.
Come on, it's the big rematch with East. We've been waiting 2 months to face off against them again. Another 50-point lead, hopefully. Come on, you can't miss it.
You seem cheerful, Principal.
I sure am. You know, as of today, it is my honor to inform you that your application to National Honor Society has been accepted.
It has?
It sure has. You've been doing great, Moose. I'm really proud of you.
Is that it, Principal?
Yes, it is.
What are you doing?
What?
You disgust me. You used to be a hero, and now you're just a disgrace. Well, you've been keeping your GPA up and talking to girls, your city has slipped into chaos. Train is taking control, and you still don't know what Trickster's plan is.
Well, that's not my problem anymore. I hung up the cape. It's over.
Hung up the cape? Hung up the cape? You don't get to hang up the cape! These people need you to step up, because if you don't, who will? No one can do what you do.
Doesn't matter. The city was here long before me. It'll be here long after.
It was never hang before you! Before a brief respite, you breathed hope into a dying city.
But I lost.
You didn't lose. Not until you gave up on yourself and everyone who depends on you.
I'm scared that I'll fail. I'm afraid I won't be able to give the people the justice that they deserve.
Moose, listen to me. We were a symbol of more than justice. We are a symbol of hope. And as long as the city has hope, it'll keep fighting. Listen, Moose, I know you're scared, but you have to do this. You're the only chance the city has. We have to move forward. We have to be reborn. Now say it with me. I am vengeance. I am vengeance. I am the night.
I am the night.
I am the night. We are so bad.
Would you rather work for the Trickster or get kicked in the face by MANBAT?
MANBAT, my greatest enemy. My greatest enemy.
MANBAT, my greatest enemy. I see you've come back for another beating.
I have come back for a beating, but not mine.
I'd like to see you try, but you're not worth my time. Goons, let's give him a taste of the railroad.
Waiting for someone? Your goons, perhaps? Well, they're indisposed at the moment.
Matters not. My strength and intelligence are far superior, and I... You're too late.
Too late for what?
To stop him.
To stop who?
The Trickster.
To stop Trickster from doing what?
Couldn't tell you.
We'll see about that. Looks like the train has been derailed.
Oh, hi, Moose. I didn't know you were in here.
Emily,
What are you up to?
Kyle's up to something. I know he is. But I can't figure out what.
Kyle, huh? I hate that kid.
You've talked to him?
Yeah, he used to try to make my life miserable. Probably because I'm dating Keith. He hates how much better at football Keith is than him.
Does he now?
Yeah, but I haven't talked to him since homecoming, maybe? I don't know. He needed Keith's locker code for some football thing.
So now Kyle has Keith's locker combination?
Yep. You don't think that's a problem, do you?
There's something there. I know he's up to it, but I can't figure out what.
Well, let me know if you figure out what Kyle's up to. You're a good listener, Moose. I can see why Keith likes you.
I guess I do have one for me.
MANBAT, my greatest enemy.
That's not why I'm here. I read your file.
So what?
Developed your own strength serum at age 7. First arrested at age 8 after robbing a food cart on the street and scaring the poor owner half to death.
What can I say? Kids gotta eat.
Since then, you've been all over the weapons and organized crime scene. Smuggling weapons, robbing banks, destroying buildings, tax fraud.
I've been busy.
You know what I've noticed? You never hurt anyone. Over the years, hundreds of jobs, no one's ever gotten hurt.
I hurt you, remember? Almost broke your spine.
But you didn't. Even though I'm sure Tracer would have much rather had me dead. You've never been a supervillain. You've just been a scared, hungry kid with a very useful set of skills. Listen, I need to know what Tracer's plan is. If you don't tell me, people are gonna get hurt. And I don't think you want that to happen.
I was born at a young age. My parents died when I was 7. I had to do something to survive. So, I became a supervillain.
But you didn't hurt people.
No.
So why work with Trickster?
As trained, I was powerful. I was unstoppable. But as myself, I was invisible. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Nobody except Kyle. He pretended to be my friend. And when he told me he needed help with this job, I didn't think twice about it. I didn't intend for anyone to get hurt.
It's not too late. We can still stop him. I just need to know what he's planning.
I wish I knew, but he never told me. He just said he needed my strength serum, and a lot of it.
He must be trying to give himself your strength.
Maybe, but I don't know. I never saw him try it. I think it's for something else. He never told me what he was planning.
Well, whatever it is, he's doing it soon.
What's this? More of your famous justice?
No. Hope.
The boys and I just wanted to throw something together. Fun. Surprising.
He needed Keith's locker code for some football thing.
He just said he needed my strength serum, and a lot of it.
But nobody, Keith, nobody can do what you do. That's why Train and Trickster want you gone.
He hates how much better at football Keith is than him.
Everyone does adore him.
Not once. We're done with him.
You're too late.
He's the star quarterback.
Big state championship this weekend?
I think you're just mad that he's the star and you're just a backup.
My greatest enemy.
Moose, my greatest enemy.
Really, Kyle? Planting steroids in Keith's locker before the game? That's low, even for you.
So you've discovered my plan. You can't stop it now. It's already in motion.
Why are you doing this, Kyle? We're gonna lose the big game so we can indulge your hyperinflated egos.
It's not about that, Moose. It's all about Keith, all the time. He's so angelic and great, and everybody worships him. I'm sick of it.
Well, unfortunately, I'm getting sick of you. Your plan is foiled.
You may have foiled my plan, MANBAT, but I can still beat you up.
Give up, Moose! You'll never win! You're too weak!
No. I'm MANBAT.
Hey, give him space. Give him space. Moose, I told you if you got into one more fight, I would have to expel you.
Justice can take anything you can throw at it, Commissioner.
Listen, I'm sure it can. But between you and me, I hated that kid too. Wanted to punch him myself. How about we just call it even?
Go on, Commissioner. Justice never rests.
MANBAT! Good work.
Who's that?
He's a hero.
A hero who stands for justice and truth in a city of anarchy. A hero that we need, that covers himself in darkness so we can live in the light. And he's the only one who might be able to put this city back on track.
What's his name?
Nobody knows his name.
But the thing is, maybe his name doesn't matter. He's the watchful guardian of truth and democracy, the silent defender of liberty, the figurehead that this city needs. And he'll never be rewarded for it, only scorned and mocked and cursed. But maybe, for a hero, maybe justice is its own reward.
Justice. It's a beautiful idea. A shining star through a distant haze of corruption and filth. But maybe justice isn't enough. The people need more. They need something better. They need
hope. Hope. It's a simple thing, really. But sometimes it's the most important thing in the world. Hope is continuing to fight, even when the odds seem impossible. It's giving someone a second chance and trusting that they will do the right thing.
Maybe justice isn't what this city needs. It's a bright star, yes, but it's also harsh, unforgiving. Hope is softer, kinder, more powerful. But can one man truly bring hope to a corrupt and fallen city? Perhaps not, but I'm more than a man. I'm a symbol, a protector in the shadows. When that light hits the sky, I am called to do my duty, to do what only I can, to be this city's dark night. And night is when the bats come out.